Busbar in a substation usually energizes several feeders, which further delivers the power to different load centers or surrounding substations. Impedance of such busbar is usually very low, and in case if short circuit happens on any feeder, the resulting short circuit current would be very dangerous. And hence it becomes very important to limit this dangerously high short circuit current in order to protect the system and equipment used in that system. And that's when current limiting reactors comes into picture. To understand, let's consider one example. Let's say we have transformer stepping down 245 kV to 33 kV. Impedance of this transformer is, let's say, 5%, and the transformer is delivering normal secondary current of 1600 ampere. This transformer is supplying power to 4 different feeders as shown. Each feeder is protected by a circuit breaker having short circuit breaking capacity of 20 kiloamperes. Now, if you see, our transformer is capable of delivering secondary short circuit current up to 32,000 ampere or 32 kiloampere because the impedance is 5%. This is a problem because if short circuit happens at any of the feeder, the short circuit current can go up to 32 kiloampere, which is more than 60% of what our breaker can interrupt. If breaker operates to interrupt this current, the circuit breaker would be destroyed completely. Not only this, the feeder at which the fault has happened would be destroyed throughout its complete length. And also there is a high chance that it would cause explosions. And if we need to prevent this from happening, we need to have a current limiting reactor connected in our system. Current limiting reactor is an inductive coil having a large inductive reactance. And as we know, inductance is a tendency of an electric conductor to oppose the change in current flowing through it. And because of this property, it helps in limiting the huge short circuit current that could flow from the system. Current limiting reactors are connected in series with each feeder as shown to limit the short circuit current. And hence, these reactors are also called as series reactor, and this differs from the shunt reactor which are connected in parallel. The purpose of shunt reactor is to absorb the additional reactive power from the system, whereas the purpose of series reactor is to limit the short circuit current. Please keep that in mind, that is important. If the reactor is installed in series with the generator, then it can also be called as generator reactor, and the main purpose is to protect the generator. If the reactor is connected in series with the feeder, then it can also be called as feeder reactor. A reactor can also be installed in busbar, and in that case we can call it as busbar reactors.